I did it. But I fixed it. I'm going to take credit for that, even though it was probably engineering that fixed it.
You fixed it, huh?
I fixed it.
Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. I just looked at our little bug over here.
Yeah.
This thing. It says it's 66 degrees outside. It's kind of chilly, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of warm, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's all by your perspective.
I mean, it's
You know,
not even 8:30
I've kind
yet,
of been out of it because.
Let me see. Let me see.
No.
I saw one of the same numbers I have.
I had a winner here.
Okay.
Right there.
I see.
I matched the Mega Ball.
I see that. So did I. But guess what? Matched twice.
Ooh, you matched it. So
$4.
$4.
$4.
So did you pick the numbers or did you auto pick it?
I did.
I didn't either. I just went in and said, give me 2 tickets.
So I was doing some research at my nail appointment yesterday.
I got to save this because, you know, it's precious. It's $2.
But my manicurist and I were talking about it, and we were talking about, like, do you pick your birthday, do you pick your anniversary year, your old jersey number, or do you just go completely random? And once it gets to a certain point, experts say random is the way to go.
Right. Because a lot of people pick birthdays and things, which then, like, limits you. You know, 31 would be the highest number you would have, and yeah.
So I picked random, and I got $4, so I'm out 6.
Okay. Well, I bought 2 tickets. I matched 1, so I got $2.
There you go. All right.
I haven't decided. Am I going to reinvest that or invest like in a Twix out of the vending machine, and then I'd still have a quarter left over at the end.
True. We do have some good candy in there right now.
Yeah.
If you missed it, one winning ticket was sold in Florida.
At a Publix, so at a grocery store.
That's the other thing. Do you pick a, like, small business, or do you pick, like, a...
I was driving home from work yesterday, and I said, oh, yeah, you know, because normally I buy lottery tickets.
neither.
But when it's up this high, you go, yeah, you got it. Yeah, just for the
Yeah.
fun of it. And I'm like, I just pulled into the Meyer gas station.
Okay.
There was no one in line, and just right out.
I went to a Quality Dairy. Because obviously the
And if you had a big winner, I mean, the business, they also get some money for selling the big winner too. So
exactly, they
Publix,
get like a big sign. They get like the location gets a big sign.
I think they get financial.
They do.
Too,
so that's the other thing. You got to make sure you go to the right place. I think I don't know. It's all random. So I don't play the lottery really either. Easy pick.
Should we do what I'm here to do, or do we want to draw a lottery number?
Oh,
well, you know, we should have some sort of, lottery thing here.
Like a lottery club?
Or no, like where we draw numbers or something.
We should do that for Employee of the Month.
We kind of do that already. That would kind of boost our audience here.
It might. I miss watching them drawing the numbers.
Well, that used to be a big thing.
I know. I loved it. I wanted to be that one.
And now they just flash it on the bottom of the screen, and that's kind of it.
I wanted to be the one taking it like.
The number is
They don't
6.
do that anymore.
No, they don't. What they do still do is we still do the weather.
Do we?
Well, some people say we don't, but we do, actually. Every morning we look at the charts and do all these things. And, hey, it's a good-looking morning for us out there right now. Some of us had some rain late yesterday afternoon, and those areas had some fog around. It was mainly east and north of Lansing. That fog is pretty much gone at this point. Here is a look at downtown Jackson, where we are seeing some sunshine right now. Here is our satellite picture this morning, and we will have sunny skies here initially today. Notice some clouds back to the west. They are trying to move our way.
I see what's behind it.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
We will see a little more in the way of cloud cover this afternoon. So we go from sunny skies initially to partly cloudy skies this afternoon. But it's dry for us today, so that is looking pretty good. Now, as you said, look what's back in behind it. We've got a couple of areas of low pressure. The main one, though, is going to kind of get its act together and pass south of Michigan tonight. And it may brush some of us with some raindrops. I think that is mainly going to be south of Lansing. So just, tonight, some of us may see some rain. Wouldn't be anything severe in it. A little different story, though, back to our southwest where things are going on right now. They could see some severe weather. So here is a look at the hour-by-hour forecast. This is stopped at noon. We should still have a lot of sunshine at noon. Notice as the afternoon wears on, we see a little more in the way of cloud cover. Now, I wouldn't say our chance of rain is totally zero today because we're going to be in the mid-80s and dew points are in the low 60s. But, it's like a less than 10% chance of seeing a shower pop up this afternoon.
We can't rule it out, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and oftentimes we never can. But you got to mention it because a day like today, a shower pops up over a populated area and they think everybody got rain, but that's not necessarily going to be the case. We've got a front that is up to our north. Not going to do much today. It drops into northern lower Michigan, just kind of lays there tonight. You can see some of the rain at 9:30 in Indiana, and that may creep a little farther to the north and brush places like Hillsdale and Coldwater.
Okay.
Maybe to Jackson tonight. But for most of us, it is just some clouds around tonight. Tomorrow, that cold front drops to the south. It will not have a lot in the way of moisture to work with, but it could touch off a shower or storm tomorrow as it comes through during the afternoon. So something we'll watch at that time. For today, 10 a.m., 72 degrees, near 80 at noon. We are in the mid-80s at 4 p.m. and right around 78 at 8 o'clock this evening. Here's a look at the next 7 days. Less than a 20% chance of rain today.
Okay.
It's 20% Thursday and Friday, which are not great odds.
Is 20
They're greater odds than we had winning the lottery, but they're not great odds. So if you stand in one spot, 8 chances out of 10, you are not going to get wet.
So if it's less than 20%, you guys don't put it on
I
there?
usually don't put it on
Okay.
there.
Just
But,
wanted to
so
clarify.
today it's like about 5 or 10% today. But 20 for us tomorrow, and that would be the afternoon. There might be a shower storm. I think the daylight hours of Friday, things are pretty quiet for us. But as we head towards evening and Friday night, we kind of push that chance up to about 80%. Saturday morning, we may start with raindrops, but I think Saturday afternoon we clear out. Sunday looks pretty good, and then a pretty good shot of rain for us on Monday. So
It is still festival season.
Well, the Jackson County Fair is
Yes.
going on this week. So far, it's been pretty good weather for them. I mean, not as nice as what Ingham County had last week, but it's still pretty good. The Mint Festival is this weekend in St. John, so weather should be, fairly well. I mean, there's some rain around Saturday morning, but I think by the afternoon it should be fine, and Sunday looks pretty good too. So
nothing to wash away all your plans, basically.
no, it's like a keep an eye on the radar, especially during the afternoon hours. Might be a shower storm that pops up here and there.
You want to know how you could do that? First Alert Weather app.
Yeah, you can download the News 10 First Alert Weather app. Our updated forecast, including video forecast, are always there. It can be customized to where you are. So, the forecast sometimes is different in Hillsdale than, let's say, St. John's, and that will reflect in our weather app. You can check the radar, not just where you are locally, but anywhere across the country. It's free. Look for it at Google Play and the Apple App Store.
So if I wanted to travel one day from the Mint Festival in St. John's to the Jackson County Fair.
Well, you better do that this weekend, or you're going to get to one of them and nothing's going to be going on.
Aw.
Yeah, but you could get the updated forecast for any of those locations. So a lot of people have it.
It's very helpful when you're trying to plan something out, and
It didn't help me with my lottery numbers yesterday.
you never claimed that it did.
Oh, okay. Well, it just you said it helps you out.
But it helps you out if you're like, do I go to the Lugnuts are hosting
Yeah.
Fort Wayne today? Do I want to go?
Which, by the way, 105 is game time. Should be around 78 degrees at game time, and it's one of those bring your dogs to the ballpark day.
That's why I'm going.
Is that why you're going? Just to go see all the pups?
I mean, I gotta find a way to get out of work, but yes.
But good luck. Well, you just told all 10 of our viewers.
None of which are my boss.
Well,
so.
no, they're watching right now, so they know that if they don't, I'm going to go tell them.
Tattletale.
So
Jason has a question.
Yes.
Do you see 90s returning anytime soon?
Not in the next week.
Not in the next week?
Next week, we're talking highs upper 70s to low 80s.
Okay.
Our average high is now 81. It dropped a degree. It has been holding at 82 the past about week or so, but it's now down to 81.
So no, little subtle heat waves coming in.
Well, yeah, you can do that sometimes in September, but, as far as the next week is concerned, next 10 days, don't see it.
Okay. So 80s if probably the most we're going to see. What do I see there? 84 today being the highest.
Today, and we'll be in the low 80s next week. Of course, we're kind of at the time of the year where these forecasts can fluctuate wildly from one update to another. So, when Colton comes in here 1:30 this afternoon, he may see it's going to be 90.
He's over there right now.
No, he's not going to.
He's already over there saying Darren's so wrong.
He's just talking.
All right.
Anyway, so that'll be this afternoon. What's that, about 1:30, 2 o'clock?
He comes on at 2 o'clock with, you see it down there at the bottom. He will be here at the News 10 Plus digital desk with Taylor Gattoni. But before that, they're both going to be on News 10 today at 11. And here's what you can expect then. The primary election results are rolling in from yesterday's election. So we'll have the latest on that. We also have it on our website, WILX.com. Also, Field Days, Ag Bio. I had to write this down because it was a very weird word to me.
Ag Bio Field Days at MSU.
Thank you. It's showing research programs that impact Michigan food and natural resources. So we have a crew out there getting all the action. Plus, what cars are most often stolen per Lansing police? You might want to find out what make. It's a make that we have.
Well, it's a couple of makes.
It's 2 makes that are the most stolen.
But they're kind of interrelated makes.
Yes. So you'll want to check that out. Make sure it's not one of yours. Don't take mine. I love my car. I just got it.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Is it that fancy little Jeep that's out
Yeah.
there? Yeah. It was next to my car the other day.
I did that on purpose.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it.
All right. So
You're the one who dented my door.
know
No,
that.
she didn't do it.
I'm just saying, suddenly the employee of the month doesn't park next to Darrin anymore, and that's suspicious.
Well, I'm not the employee of the month.
No, the employee of the month was parking next to you, and now he's got his own spot.
Yep. It's good.
Suspicious. That's suspicious. But anyway, that's what we have coming up at 11. Of course, you can get all the latest online, WILX.com, plus on all of your favorite streaming platforms. We are on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Google TV. We are on YouTube live. You can subscribe and get alerts for all of these. Plus, like Jason here, you can chat with us live during these live streams and ask questions of First Alert Chief Meteorologist Darrin Rockcole.
And he's chatting with us on Facebook, correct?
He is chatting with us on Facebook. You can also do it on YouTube, though. Anything where we're live on Facebook and YouTube, jump on the chat. We can see it here, and then we can answer your questions or just say hello. Or maybe Tim was talking about Jim Price yesterday.
Yes.
If you have any memories of Jim Price, maybe you really like the way he was broadcasting games on the Tigers radio network.
I had to laugh when one of our younger producers said, the color guy from the Tigers has died. And those of us who are a little bit older, he was on the 1968 Tigers.
Yeah.
You know, he was a ball player.
Yeah.
That was later in life that he was on the radio.
Much later.
Much later.
Much later,
yes.
like 30 years later.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's just like perspective of how you know somebody.
I wrote the web article yesterday because nobody from sports was in yet.
Yeah.
So I wrote the web article, and the first thing I said was 68 champion.
That's that. For some, that's
My
the
best
most
friend's
important
grandpa,
part.
up until his last days, would listen to Tigers radio in the garage instead of what we're like.
My
"Grandpa, it's on TV."
grandfather would watch the game on TV, but listen to the radio broadcast.
Really? I
Because
like
he
that.
thought the color commentary was much better on the
I
radio
like
than the
that.
TV.
I like that.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. But a lot of people were chiming in with their memories of Jim Price. So you can always do that too. This is the only station that I know of in this area where you can do that. So take advantage of it.
Have a good day, too.
And make sure you download that First Alert weather app to make sure you do not get caught in the rain today. And we will see you guys a little bit later.
Thanks.
You're welcome.